what's going on with the standard of games in the NFL?
Yeah, it's a bit of my
Is
rant.
this your rant?
It is a bit
or
of
a
my
semi-rant?
It's a semi-rant. Like, I don't need to talk about that too much. I was going to go on into my random thought. I might touch on something else, but the standard is low.
You got to be careful when you say touch something else. Yeah. So if you've just done stripper reviews.
I still can't get over the bloke that got cysts on his body.
It was fantastic.
Mate, the standard of NFL, I've noticed, particularly this year, is really low. Not across the board, but in certain areas. So I watched the games on the weekend, Seahawks, Vikings. Vikings got done 26-0. And by no stretch of the imagination were the Seahawks good. They were their best receiver, who is on par with one of the best, Jackson Najigba-Smith, is on par with one of the best seasons of all time. Didn't have his first catch until the third quarter. So they weren't good themselves, but they still won 26-0. The Vikings had to blood a quarterback who was undrafted.
What's wrong with is it McCarthy?
He's in concussion protocol, but he's bad.
He's no good?
Oh, he's terrible. He's absolutely dreadful. They got rid of Sam Darnold for him. I don't...
Geez, the coach might be looking at a new job for that
maybe.
one.
No, I don't know. Like, you watch how Sam Darnold was on that game and how he is in some games. I don't think they're going to trouble anyone come to Super Bowl. They've got a very good defense. I'll give them that. Good running game. And the wide receiver, JNS, as his initials, is unbelievable. But I still think that they're not there yet. And definitely under Sam Darnold. The Jaguars beat the Titans 25-3. The Browns got done by the Niners 26-8. And the Dolphins and the Rams, Dolphins and the Dolphins rolled someone 21-17. And again, I think it was the Saints.
Oh, that game was awful. It was like 21-7.
21-17.
No, but with 5 minutes to go.
That's right. And
it was garbage time play.
And you watch the games, and the quarterback play is it's very average. It's very poor. There aren't enough. You talk about not enough talent in the NRL. The NFL is having a massive problem with the same issue with quarterbacks. They're just not there. Years gone by, and I'm talking about years ago, you could rebuild your team if you're a really bad team and you drafted the right quarterback. You did well.
Yeah.
The quarterbacks aren't there in the draft anymore.
I have a theory, and probably completely wrong, but the quarterbacks are struggling because they're not giving him enough time behind a veteran.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're not getting the results, and because it's such a result-driven business, that when they bring in a first-round draft pick, right?
Yep.
They put him straight in, like they did with Jackson Dart, right?
Yeah.
He was.
Well, they did try Russell Wilson, and they did, and he was terrible, right?
Yep.
I'd still go with Jameis Winston.
I like Winston.
And not play Dart. I
don't know why they left him in. We were getting flogged by New England.
Yeah, but but you're running the ball. Like, you guys are playing for draft picks. That was a negative
we're not playing at all.
Yeah, you want the draft.
It's disgraceful.
Your second-round draft pick, and again, this goes to the status.
But what do we need a third-round pick for? We're not picking a quarterback. We can get an O-liner, or we can get...
But this is my argument. There is not the depth pool in the draft at the moment is terrible. That teams can't rebuild at the moment, and you're seeing that. Like, teams are bad, and they're not getting any better.
Yeah.
Defenses are too good, and they're too fast. Teams can't throw the ball, but they can't run the ball. It's just a bad. Some games are good, and I will say that some games are decent, but not as many as years gone by. There's more bad games than good games.
I was thinking about, because when you mentioned that this is what you're going to talk about, I was thinking about the last couple of years, right? And you get one bad game a week, right? It was basically unwatchable. I think we're having 3 to 4 bad games a week that are unwatchable.
The Thursday/Friday night games are dreadful.
Yeah.
They have been for weeks.
How the Giants are getting a Monday night game is insane.
And that game was bad.
Oh, it was terrible.
It was bad. Like,
it was 17-0 after.
Yeah, and I think the Pats let the Giants off. Like, I just don't think that.
Did you see the bloke try and kick the ball and kick the ground.
Yeah.
This is professional sport.
Yeah, it's bad. But like your number 2 draft pick was benched again because his attitude stinks.
We didn't turn up to a meeting again.
Another meeting. This is I think the NFL, and the NFL does do this quite well, that if there is an issue, they will address it. When ratings were diving, they were the ones that came and said, well, we're going to open up the players and everyone to media interviews. Ratings went through the roof.
Yeah.
How they're going to address this issue, I don't know, because with the transfer, and I've said it before.
Well, we've talked about this before. They've got to sort out how the penalties. This ineligible bloke downfield stuff. It's bullshit.
Rubbish. It's a rubbish penalty.
And you get a holding penalty and they do them 10 yards,
Yeah,
right? They've got it. They're too. The defenses are too good not to have. For the 10 yards is a lot.
10 yards is too much.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. And the ineligible man down the field
is the worst rule ever.
The guy just is wandering.
Well, you can slip off a bloke.
Yeah.
And stumble forward 3 paces and you're out of the line.
It's a ridiculous thing. Look, and I'll even say, like, I love, I'm a big Philadelphia Eagles fan, but they're not even their quarterback is not good, and which is unusual to say. Like, I was bagging out their offensive coordinator last week, Kevin Patillo, and he's not great, but you watch that game against the Bears, Jalen Hurts can't throw this ball. Like, he's bad.
Yeah.
Now, he threw a pass that was behind Devontae Smith. That would have been a touchdown. That was a good play call. Should have been a touchdown. It was a bad pass. Every year that
changes the game,
that's
pass.
Right. Every year he's in, the Eagles are probably in the bottom 5 for passing and passing yards.
Yeah.
But they've always been able to run the ball. Now they can't run it. It falls more onto him. But that's, again, what I'm saying is that the quality of quarterbacks is affecting the NFL in the quality of games we're watching.
Yeah, but I think the quality of quarterbacks is because they don't give guys enough time to mature and to grow within the system.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but I think it also goes back to college. They're not developing players. Players just, you talk about, I think, one of the teams, I think might be LSU, have, LSU got Lane Kiffin, I think, as the coach now. And they've actually allocated him a nil budget to go and sign players, right? So it's a mini NFL team. So he can go and sign players. So that transfer portal, again, will get these players, they'll come in for a year, they'll win a championship or they'll play, etc., then they go in the NFL. Their development is not being reached. And then they go to the NFL, they go into broken teams.
Yeah, but the thing with broken teams is you look at the Giants, right? They got Jackson Dart, first round, number 17 pick or whatever it was, right? He's got a coach, got an offensive coordinator.
Sacked.
Right? They sacked the coach, so he's getting a new coach. They'll get a new offensive coordinator. He's got to start a whole new system, right? And you do that. We did that with Daniel Jones. We got him in the draft. Shouldn't have got him at 6. Could have got him at 200.
226.
Anyway. But they got him, new coach, and then they sacked the coach, sacked everyone, new coordinator. Like, they do everything they can because they cannot handle not having success right away. They have no patience to build a team.
They can't. I understand having no patience because they're meant to, if they're bad for 3 years, I think by the 4th or 5th year, they're meant to be getting better because you've had good draft picks. Your salary cap should be a lot better, in a lot better shape. You can sign players and bring them in and that. I don't think the players are there anymore.
Yeah.
The only exception is wide receivers. There's some brilliant wide receivers. There's just no one to throw the ball to. You have a look at Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. He's one of the best. He's probably the top 3 wide receivers in the game. Yep. He's still caught 60-something passes this year. And the guy's throwing him to. You watch him try and catch some of those balls. They're uncatchable. It has that flow-on effect. As I said, the NFL needs to address this with some urgency because their fan base will die off. You see the fans in the stands.
Oh, mate. I was worried about the safety of the Eagles players because they were going on. I've never seen supporters so filthy. In the first quarter, they're going off their brains.
Yeah, they've had enough, mate. And wrongfully so, I think, too. When you're in the Super Bowl champs one the year before.
That Philly, they ain't playing, mate.
And 8-4 this year, and they're going off. But I understand their frustration, but I'll tell you now, that's a quarterback issue. He is not good. So anyway, that's it. I mean, I'm concerned because I love the game and I just don't see it. It's just not going well. All right. I did touch on the Giants' awesome draft picks. Can we talk about it again?
Yes, we can. And I've done some research, Jason.
Please.
So, 2000. So I only went back 2017, right? In 2017, we took a young man called Evan Ingram, tight end, right?
He played very well.
First round, still playing for the Denver Broncos. We got rid of him in 2020-21.
Still playing well.
Still playing well. And we really need a tight end. 2018, we first round pick got a running back name. I don't know if you know this bloke, Saquon Barkley. Do you remember him?
Well, he's suffering the Madden curse this year. So
okay, so where did he go?
Eagles.
And he's a generational talent.
Was last
How many
year.
draft picks did we get when we got rid of him? All right, okay. So there's good management. In 2019, we had 2 first-round draft picks. We got Daniel Jones.
He's playing very well.
He didn't play that well on the weekend.
Still playing well for Indianapolis.
Yeah, and so we signed him, and then we signed him to a massive deal. I think it was $90 million.
Yeah, 40-something a year, wasn't
He lasted 2 years.
Yep.
Now plays for the Colts and killing it so far this year. And we also signed a bloke named Dexter Lawrence, which was, up until this year, the best defensive tackle in the game. Is not playing very well this year, but he's still in the Giants. So there's one tick, one winner out of that. In 2020, we got Andrew Thomas, which is a left tackle. He's had a lot of injury issues, but is still at the Giants and is an amazing left tackle.
That's true.
And we got a second rounder. We got a bloke called Xavier McKinney. He's a safety.
Yep.
Another bloke we let go without a draft pick, and he's now at Green Bay, and he is a very, very good player. In 2021, probably, in my opinion, the worst draft pick you could ever make, we got Tooney. He lasted a couple of years at the Giants, went to KC, won a Super Bowl, and then last year they got rid of him because he is a complete nutbag.
He's got his hands for feet, mate. Like, he cannot catch a ball.
He did catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl that they won, but mate, he was just trouble. And KC don't let go good players.
No. And they got him for nothing too.
In 2022, this is how good we go. And we had 2 first-round picks. We got Thibodeau, who's an edge rusher. He's been okay, but certainly hasn't performed to a level of a first-round pick. We also picked another bloke named Evan Neal. He was a right tackle. He's been a massive flop. He's been a turnstile. He hasn't done anything. They switched him to guard this year. He was hopeless. Next year he won't be in the NFL. He's cooked, right?
Yes.
They've done everything to get him. 2023 we got Devontae Banks. He's a cornerback. He's hopeless.
He's bad. Yeah,
he's
bad.
Terrible. Got massive attitude problems. Will not be in the NFL next year. Second round, we got a guy named John Michael Smits. He's been okay. He's a centre. It's a slow burn with him, but he's not quality. And we traded up in the third round to get a bloke called Jalen Hyatt.
Oh, he's
Mate,
awful.
He couldn't catch a cold. This bloke. I don't think he could catch a disease at, what was that, strip joint?
He couldn't get cysts.
He couldn't get cysts at a strip joint. Oh, he's that bad. In 2024, we got Malik Neighbours as a wide receiver.
Very good.
Very good. Hurt this year. Second round, we got a bloke called Tyler Nubin. He's hopeless. Right, he won't be there next year. 2025, we got the problem child, Abdul Carter.
Second pick overall.
He has not lived up there.
Shocking, mate.
One sack this year, which was on the weekend, which was a third and one.
But
he got to the quarterback.
He is the case for hard work will always beat like just natural talent.
Yes.
He's got the talent, but he just does not seem.
It's like this podcast.
Yeah.
I shine, but I do all the hard work, and anyway.
Just keep talking.
Yeah. And the other thing we got, and another first round pick that we traded up for was Jackson Dart, which is our current quarterback. He's been good. He's got to show a lot of quality.
We'll see.
Our second round pick I haven't seen much of, and then our third round pick was a guy named Cam Scatterboo. Right?
Scam, yeah. But
He was really, really good until
Cam Scatterboo will be out.
Until you broke him.
I was going to say, he'll be out of the NFL in 3 years.
The way that he does his thing.
His body will not be able to handle it.
Yeah.
I think he plays
I love his attitude.
tougher than anyone, but I am legitimately believe he will not be in the NFL.
They do say that he's one of the dumbest human beings on the planet. Anyway, that track record, I think there's about 3 to 4 players in there from 2017 that are still in the Giants and still producing.
Yeah, you guys are trash.
You
are a trash team, and that's. But again, do you
you.
think that goes back to what I'm saying though, of the lack of talent in the NFL?
I don't. I think the Giants are the West Tigers of the NFL, and they can't get out of their own way.
You keep stepping on their dicks. It's gold.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Best wide receivers in the NFL at the moment,
Jackson Najigba Smith is by far head and shoulders above everyone else. I'll say Chase, Jamar Chase.
Oh, mate, he's my favourite.
Yeah. Have you seen Jackson Najigba Smith play?
I haven't. I can't.
Mate, have a look at him. Probably the best catch I've ever seen all year was done by Puka Nakua on the weekend.
I've got a list of 3 here. I've got Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Puka Nakua.
I agree with them as being good. Jackson,
I want to check it out
and have a look. He's unbelievable.
I want to Puka Nakua's catch on the weekend. Mate, you sent it to me. It was the best thing I've ever seen.
We'll put it up on Instagram. It was a one-hander. It was unbelievable. And you got to
use the player that was trying to tackle him to help him catch the ball. It was outstanding.
Yeah, so they're the best. And I'll say this too: Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are doing it well, despite having quarterback issues, and particularly Justin Jefferson to still get 60 catches in a team that has the people throwing to him that are. You just have to watch some of his highlights where he's still making catches against these. Mate, I don't even know how he's catching some of them. Yeah, so he's definitely. He's mine.
There's quarterbacks in the NFL, Jace.
Look, I still go Matt Stafford.
Yep.
Mahomes is still elite, but Stafford at the moment, despite the hiccup, is still there. Look,
mate, smoking Joe Burrow for me. I know he's only played one game.
One game,
but he tore them up. He was outstanding.
Yeah, okay. Look, I do like him. Don't get me wrong.
Again, I'm looking at elite here, not necessarily the best QB in the thing. I've got Burrow, Pat Mahomes, and Matt Stafford as the 3 at the top of the tree at the moment. I think there's a big difference between those 3 and the rest of the.
I'll give you a name at the moment. You can tell me what you think. Is Dak Prescott?
He's been playing well. Yeah. And it kills me to say it because I'm not a fan.
No, I'm not either, but Jesus, he is playing really well. You talk about going in with all the momentum. There's a big game on the weekend. It's on this Friday. Detroit play Dallas. Dallas at $2.50.
Oh, mate, Dallas all day.
And that's what I'm thinking because Detroit have injuries and they're not playing that well. Dallas, you talk about a team with momentum. It's the same as the NRL, same in anything. If you've got momentum, it's great to have going in. Mate, they are the form team at the moment.
What about Bo Nix?
He's trash.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I do not rate him at all. Denver have exceptional defense, and they're winning the games that are really ugly at the moment. They're winning they just beat Washington.
Who was the kid the other night with the Pats?
Drake May.
He can play.
He's I reckon it's between him and Stafford for MVP.
Yeah. I don't think they've played anyone yet. We'll see. You can only beat what's in front of you.
They play aggressive, mate. They don't want to just sack the quarterback. They want to go after his family afterwards. They're really dangerous.
They're mobsters.
Yeah, they are. They're just angry.
I like it. I like their way. I like their coach too. I wish he went to the Giants. There was talk of us getting him.
Yeah, okay. There's a lot of talk about everyone, mate. Come on.
Not now. Last year they were going to sack Dable and then when he went to New England, then they went, no, we'll just keep Dable.